Hi everyone and welcome back to Style with Substance. Today I'm bringing you my November 2015 favourites and running through some of the items that I've been using and really enjoying in the month of November. So if you like the sound of that, then please keep watching. So the first item I have to talk about is an oldie but a goodie, and I've been using a lot more of it of recent, and this is my trusty Naked 2 palette from Urban Decay. This was buried at the bottom of my makeup drawer for a little while, and I started to question myself and ask myself why, because look at these colours. I've been using loads of Chopper and also lots of Blackout as well, which is this dark black. It's kind of a black with bits of shimmers of kind of gold and silver dusted through it, but kind of been using that to deepen up the crease. So love that. I've got it on my eyes today, but I've also been using that quite a bit in conjunction with my Milani Baked blush. So this, as you know, is actually a blush, but I've been using it as an eyelid colour. It's a really pretty pink, very nice for kind of soft feminine look, and if you're particularly of a darker skin tone like myself, then this actually works really well together. Another palette that I've been using loads of, which is a more drugstore alternative if you don't want to splash out that much, is the Sleek Eye Divine palette, and this is the Ultra Matte version. So I'll just open it up. The colours are pretty kind of across the spectrum, but I think the pigmentation is really, really impressive on this palette. Particularly I've been liking this sort of red brick colour as a crease colour, and this one to kind of deepen my crease up, but also this purple one is really nice as well. So I've been loving this, and I think this is going to be very much my festive palette because it's got a lot of the colours in there that you kind of don't get to wear on an everyday basis. Another thing that I have really thoroughly enjoyed, and I want to thank the subscriber who recommended this book to me. I think she recommended it in the video where I announced my engagement, and she was like, oh, congratulations, you're getting married. A book you should really read is The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. So I did just that. Here it is. This is the paperback version, but I actually was reading it on my iPhone. I downloaded it through iBooks and I was actually reading it in there, but it's a fantastic book. If you are in a relationship, if you are married or have been for a few years, this is the book for you. And I wouldn't even necessarily say that it's a book for people who are experiencing troubles in their relationships, because I mean, I really enjoyed reading it, and I happen to think I have a pretty healthy, loving relationship, but I learned so much. It teaches you a lot about different ways in which people show their love and different ways in which people feel love, and how to learn to love your partner better in the way that they kind of respond to the best. So it kind of takes the concept that everybody speaks a different love language, whether it's words of affirmation, gifts, quality time, bunch of other different ones. What else? We've got acts of service, physical touch, and it talks you through and gives lots of different stories from the author, because he's a marriage counsellor, and just kind of tells you about couples that he's met over the course of his time doing this. It's so insightful, and I feel like I've seen an improvement just in myself and a better understanding of my fiance from reading this. So I'm actually getting him to read this as well. So yeah, that's why I have the paperback copy. So colour I'm wearing on my nails right now, I wanted a deeper colour for the winter season and for the festive season particularly. It's starting to chip at the moment, so don't judge me. But it's the Barry M nail paint in the colour Raspberry, which is the number 273. It's sort of a pinky red. But it's just very simple. When I first tried it on, I thought it looked a bit cheap and a little girlish, but it's actually quite grown on me, and I like kind of how it looks with my ring. So this is the Lovely perfume by Sarah Jessica Parker. This I had years ago. I think I was like 17 when I first started wearing this perfume, but I just got a small bottle, and it comes like that, and you sort of take it off to spray it. This smelled a lot differently when I just spray on me now. It didn't smell like this when I first got it. I'm sure it didn't. And that's why I'm always a bit hesitant about buying perfumes on Amazon, because I swear it's not the real thing. But anyway, if it is, then fine. But It smelt a lot better when I was younger, I'll be honest. Maybe it's because it was my first perfume and expectations are a bit lower, but you know, I kind of wear it as an everyday work fragrance, but it still doesn't beat my Zara Freesia and Vanilla. And this is, what, £9? Like, but the scent of this, like, it's impressed me so much. Oh, God. It's impressed me so much. I don't think I'll ever be able to wear another sort of everyday daytime perfume and love it as much as I love that. So both have been in my favourites. As you can see, this is more of a favourite than the other one. But I kind of use them both interchangeably. And the fragrances mix really nicely together. Another item I've been loving and almost running out of is my Makeup Academy Pro Base Fixing Mist. I'd actually forgot about fixing mists after doing my makeup, and I use a lot of cream products and then a lot of powder products on top of them to set them, but then I kind of end up with that sort of powdery, very flat face, and as much as I don't like the dewy look because I have oily skin, this kind of really sets my makeup well and sort of makes it, finishes off the look almost, and it also keeps my brows in place, which is why I really love it. So if you're looking for a drugstore fixing mist, Makeup Academy does a good one. Another thing I've been loving this month is my all-time favourite, Cadbury's drinking chocolate. I used to drink hot chocolate religiously every day as a child, and I kind of stopped for a little while, but I've recently gotten back into it. It's a really nice drink to kind of have in the cold periods, especially now. Kind of gets me really cozy. I don't like coffee, so I don't like really, there's not a lot I can have in Starbucks, but hot chocolate and maybe a latte or maybe a cappuccino if I'm feeling fancy. But the Cadbury's drinking chocolate is my favourite, so that's what I have when I'm at home. And those of you who will have watched my autumn winter lookbook will have seen these, but these are my H&M over the knee thigh. They're my thigh-high boots. They are in a, I don't think it's real suede, so I'm going to say faux suede, but a suede effect material. They go right up to your thigh, they tie at the back, and they fit my leg perfectly. So really been loving wearing those, and if you want to see them on, then check out my lookbook video. It's got quite a good reception. I'm really happy with how you guys have responded to that. I'm really glad that you did enjoy that, because it was quite a lot of hard work to edit and to film, and I did it in the rain as well, so thank you. The second to last item is, of course, this faux fur jacket from H&M. I've been wearing this a lot this season. I wore it to the cinema most recently, and it just kept me nice and warm and cozy, because I find the cinema can get a bit cold sometimes. But I just love how it looks on. I feel really classy when I wear it, but not class, but like chic, I'll say. But yeah, I've been loving this, and it's really warm. Like, the inside of it doesn't fill you with much confidence when you first look at it, but it is really warm. I've seen a lot of Zara alternatives, but for me so far this is my favourite, and it wasn't too expensive as well, so been loving that. And the very final thing that I've been loving this month, and I would say this is my ultimate favourite of the month, dare I say ultimate favourite of the year, is this. This is a product called Recover. It's by a brand called Benavita, and it's a vitamin supplement. It's a food supplement with glucomannan and vitamins. The whole point of this is it's designed to basically help you to sleep better at night. And it's called Recover because essentially it helps put your body in recovery mode, rebuild up all of the cells that have kind of been broken down throughout the day. I might have just made that up, I'm not entirely sure. But it's supposed to help you get into a deeper, proper sleep so that you wake up really freshly. I will say, and I'll be very honest, I'll say it doesn't help me sleep. I don't feel like I'm sleeping better, but I tell you what, when I wake up in the morning, I'm literally up and ready to go. Like, there's no dilly-dallying, there's no snoozing, there's none of that. And I used to have a real problem with getting out of bed in the morning, but I've been taking these. So you take 2 a day, and you take them right before you eat your dinner, drink a glass of water, and then you go to sleep, and you literally wake up like a shot in the morning. You don't feel tired. I don't feel tired anymore. I wake up really easily. I'm really perky in the mornings. Like, it's changed my life. My mum actually is a rep for this brand, so she sells a lot of the products, and I don't rave about things that I don't think work. You know, I've been using a lot of the skincare items from the same brand as well, but they haven't necessarily worked for my skin, I don't think anyway. Although if you do notice my skin looks better, let me know down below. But I'm wearing makeup so you won't be able to tell. But this, fantastic. If you have trouble getting up in the mornings, if you have trouble sleeping at night, if you feel like you wake up and you don't feel like you've rested, Recover is the way forward. And the capsules look like this. So they're quite big to swallow, I'll be honest. But there's a lot in them, a lot of good stuff in there for you. So Recover, love it. Couldn't recommend it more. And those, my friends, are my November favourites. I hope you've enjoyed those. Comment down below and let me know if you've been using any of the items I've just mentioned, and let me know what some of your top favourites are, just so I know what stuff I can try out in December and also for the new year, which is come round so quickly. It's crazy. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss my next favourites video and my next video in general. Like this video and comment down below if you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at SWS blog. I'm also on Instagram and my name is at Star with Substance blog. And I'm also on Snapchat, Pinterest, etc. I also have a Facebook page which is Star with Substance blog. I'm all over the internet, I'm all over social media, so come join me and let's chat more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you in my next video. Bye. Sticking around. If you haven't, I'm going to link it down below so you can go check that out. But essentially it's just me talking about my experiences of growing up as a young Ugandan female in the UK. Where I left off in the last video was I was just about to talk about relationships. So growing up, dating, as a young Ugandan living in the UK. So if that sounds like something you want to hear more about, if you are Ugandan or if you're African, or if you just want to hear about my experience, then please keep watching. So my dating experience has been, I would say, varied, but not as varied as